Welcome back to our podcast, 7 Minutes with V7. My name is Ola, and I'm coming to you with another episode of the series when we meet our specialist who won Internal Customer Experience Awards last year. So I have a pleasure today to welcome to the conversation Natalia Leyva, a Portfolio Customer Success Manager, who is speaking to us from Argentina and who also won the award for being Customer Feedback Champion last year. So, Natalia, first of all, congratulations for winning the award. Big congratulations from our side. But also, I would like to start this communication with simply asking you, how are you?
Hey, Olga. Well, I'm doing great. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm really thankful for being invited to participate on this podcast and also for the award and the recognition from my colleagues and managers.
I have a first question for you, which is can you describe the key communication strategies and maybe some tools, if you're using, that you are employing in your role as a portfolio customer success manager to ensure that the client is engaged and satisfied?
Sure. So, as CSM, I think that communication is key of everything we do. So, we should
Hmm.
have a mix of strategies and tools to ensure that the client is engaged and satisfied. So, from strategy, I will go to 2 points basically. First of all, knowing really well your product and your service. And the second one is knowing really well your client. So, in the first one, I will say that it's important that you get the total understanding on how your company works and what is the value that you are providing to the client. So, that will give you the ability to succeed on the operational skill. So you have to have like the operational task like really well learned in order to go and face a client with the confidence that you need. On the second one, I
Mm.
will say that knowing the client. So here you have two options. First of all, the public information, everything is in Google. You have to investigate about the client, investigate their websites, the news. So that will give you like the macro information of what is their business, what they are doing actually. Then the second step is when you meet the client. So then you have the opportunity to ask them key questions in order to understand the priorities, goals, the challenges that they are having at the moment. That will give them, the possibility to express what they expect from your services. And then is the homework to match both, your services and what the client expects.
What methods do you find most effective in gathering and analyzing customer feedback? And how are they helping you like with driving improvements? Hmm?
Well, so for gathering the customer feedback, we rely on a tool that we have as a company. So we have an automated survey. Every time that we finish a project, the system automatically triggers this survey, which has 4 points only. First of all, the overall score. That's the one that we use in general to see like the general picture of the services. Then the time of delivery, this is an important KPI for us and for the clients, the quality of that deliverable. And we also leave a box for an open feedback comment. So this is where the clients might leave their comments on how is the CSM that is working with them, how was the project, what did they like it or what they didn't in regards to the service. And then we have the space for direct feedback with the client. So in general, we have weekly or monthly meetings so that we can always have a space to ask how things are going, how satisfied they are with the services, and where they are these rooms for improvements. Especially if they had some negative experience, it's important to get together feedback to ask in order to prevent for future projects.
Maybe you have some like interpersonal skills that you like implement to build these strong relationships with customers, and maybe you think that some skills are particularly mostly useful for your work. Hmm?
Sure. Well, I would say that everyone in every CSM will have their unique set of skills. So I would just number some of the ones that worked for me. Those would be positive attitude, the top of it,
Mm, yeah.
uh, active listening, adaptability, and problem solving. So let me dive a little bit on them.
Mhm.
So, first of all, having a positive attitude, having an approachable behavior, helps you to create a collaborative environment and supportive environment. That's what helped me, to build these strong relationships with my customers and building the trust based on being reliable, being transparent, and also kind and friendly. Because one thing doesn't take the other. You may be providing a really good services, really important services. You may be supporting really critical stuff, but that doesn't regress you from being kind as well. Then, as regard to active listening, paying attention to detail, I think that is key also to ensure that a clear communication, a smoother collaboration, and when a clients feel heard, they trust you more because they
Mhm.
really rely on you, and they know that you are doing your work well, you're doing your homework. So that changed the approach from being just a vendor to being a strategic partner. So that's kind of what we try to do in B7 as CSMs.
Hmm.
Then, when it comes to adaptability, I will say that it's really important to adapt the way you work to each of your clients. So, every client is different, every company is different. So, they have their own policies, they have their own way of communication, their own preferences. Even the service is tailored to each one of the clients that we have. So, we should do that in our very same level. Then, last but not least, problem solving. I would say that this is totally important. As CSM, working with software as service, you will always face some problems, and it's important that you get the practice on how to solve them, how to deal with the client. Understanding the root of the matter and also the impact of the issue. Those are like two key points for you to understand the criticality of the situation and provide, the solution that will be effective and that will solve the problem for the client. So I think that those 4 points will help you to manage difficult scenarios and also building the strong relation with the client.
So, Natalia, I am very grateful that you found time to spend here with us and that you were willing to share what you know. And yeah, I hope that you will have a great day and that we'll see each other soon. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.